University of North Carolina. And we, of course, developed a team there and ended up going to a bowl game and playing well. And then when Coach Dooley retired, I got my 1AA experience. I went to Dartmouth in the Ivy League. And I really believe that every coach that coaches should coach in the Ivy League because those young men do not receive athletic financial aid. And they're there because they want to. And you need to experience your best player coming to you on Thursday before your biggest game saying, Coach, I won't be at practice today because I got an exam tomorrow. I really need to study.
You need that, you know, you need that experience.
You need that experience because that doesn't happen very often on Division I level. But you need that, and all of a sudden you think about it, you want to say something, you say, well, wait a minute now, I can't tell this kid he's putting a scholarship in jail because he's not on a scholarship. So you really need that experience. And from there, I went to East Carolina University. And the thing that I remember most about East Carolina University, which is tied into UNC, is that we played the University of Miami twice at East Carolina University. We played them down in the Orange Bowl. We handed them their worst loss that had ever been handed at that time. They came up, we played them in Raleigh, beat them again. And this past season, we played the University of Miami at the University of North Carolina when they were number 4 in the country, and we beat them again. So I can honestly say that I'm one of the few coaches in America that has never lost to the University of Miami. I'm 3-0, and I hope to keep it that way.
Very good.
And then, of course, from East Carolina, I ended up going to the University of North Carolina. So I've coached in every football conference in the country except for the Pac-10 on the West Coast. So that's given me an opportunity to see every brand of football, all the passes, all the runs, the different philosophies, and like I said, I've coached under some really good coaches, and that's what has molded me today to be the coach that I am today.
Coach, you know, in terms of the highest level, the next level, what do you think about the NFL in terms of trying to...
I know what type of player it takes to play on the NFL. I coached Julius Peppers at the University of North Carolina, and obviously he was about the 2nd player taken in the draft. And I know the level that you have to work at, which is very, very hard. I have one of my former players here playing for the Titans, Michael Waddell. He was my special team return man. And I also worked at 2 pro camps. I went to the Pittsburgh Steelers and worked with them as an understudy, you might say. I also went with the St. Louis Rams the year they won the Super Bowl. John Bunning, who was teammates of mine, was the head coach at UNC. Went there and worked with them. It did like an internship in the St. Louis Rams training camp. And the thing that you see, and a lot of guys don't understand, that you see these guys that are millionaires, making a whole lot of money, riding around in fancy cars, but they work hard. They work hard at their trade. And a lot of guys think, well, once you get into pros, they don't really work hard, they collect their money. No, those guys practice hard, they lift weights hard, and they have to live a straight life off the field because everybody wants to be a millionaire. I'd love to make $9 to $10 million a year, and that's what that's all about. You know, that guy that's coming out of college, that guy that's under you, he wants your job. So those guys have to stay on top of what they're doing. They're very, very competitive because the money is so great and all the glamour and the fame that goes along with it. So I had an opportunity to be in that arena, an opportunity to see that. And so now when a young man comes to my office and Coach, I want to play pro ball, I can tell him what it will take for him to get to that level and what it will take for him to be successful.
Very good. And of course, Coach, we're nearing the end of this particular show, and we can only say that we're simply delighted at the information that you've given us, that it has been a very, very full profile, indicating that Tennessee State University is indeed fortunate to have an individual who has the kind of background and the kind of experience that you have, and seem to be committed to the idea of greatness for Tennessee State University. And of course, I think that there are many, many people that can buy into that kind of philosophy. But now we've got about a minute, and that'll give you an opportunity over the last minute to give us some kind of final comment, and then we'll be able to call the show in.
Well, I think it's important that everyone understands that one person can't build a winning program. 2 people can't build a winning program. It takes the administration at Tennessee State University. It takes the student support. It takes the football players that you have to have. It takes the coaches. It takes the alums that are out in the different cities that see different players. It takes the fans here in Nashville to come out and cheer and support the football team. It takes dedication on our part to see that we're bringing the right young people into the program. And so my point is that It takes everybody and a lot of people to contribute to the success of a program.
Very good. And of course, let me thank you for giving us that excellent information. And let me encourage our audience to tune in again next week for another informative edition of Comments. Thank you and good morning.